emergency on Local 10 News. A 12-year-old boy collapses moments after police say he was abducted, raped, and then shot. The attack happened early Saturday morning.
And while that boy recovers in the hospital, investigators are on the hunt for who did this. Local 10's Terrell Fournay is live in Northwest Miami-Dade with this safety alert. Terrell, this is awful.
And this story is just disturbing on just about every level you can imagine. But this is the market where that boy literally collapsed as bystanders rushed in, called 911 to do what they could to save this 12-year-old. We've blurred his face because of the sensitive nature of the crime, but you can clearly see the moment when a critically injured 12-year-old boy collapses to the ground after enduring a terrifying and brutal ordeal.
But I only saw him. He was screaming, "Help, somebody help me, please, please, please." So I bring him to the store where they could call the police for him, you know.
This Good Samaritan, who only wants to go by his first name, Johnny, is actually seen on that surveillance video on a bike escorting the bleeding boy to the Foodland Market at Northwest 47th Street and 37th Avenue. This was early Saturday morning in the overnight hours.
He was conscious. He fell on the sidewalk. And he said he had been shot. That was all I know.
Police tell Local 10 earlier that morning the child was walking near Northwest 47th Terrace and 30th Avenue when he was abducted, forced into a black four-door sedan. The 12-year-old boy told detectives he was then sexually assaulted by the man and then shot before being pushed out of that car around Northwest 45th Street and 31st Avenue. As the boy stumbled away for help, this is when he apparently encountered Johnny. What else was he saying?
Help, help. He was just screaming, "Help, help." He was calling at everybody gate around the corner there. So I brought him. I said, "Well, follow me to the store." You know, I didn't have a phone.
The surveillance video shows witnesses calling 911 and giving the boy a bottled water. Moments later, police and paramedics are seen arriving to that corner store. One officer helps the child to a gurney before he is whisked away to the hospital.
When they told me it was a little boy, that's awful. It's like, but that's sick. You know, so whoever did it, they just need to just turn themselves in. You know, because that's not right. That's not right. He's a child. Like, you don't do that.
And a child who collapsed right here, we understand, is in critical condition in the hospital. This is now a major investigation by the Miami-Dade Police Department. They are searching for a suspect described as a tall Hispanic man with long curly hair, about 30 to 40 years old. He was last seen again driving a black sedan. Detectives desperately trying to find this individual to arrest him. Reporting live from Northwest Miami-Dade, I'm Terrell Fournay, Local 10 News.
First at noon, days after police say a 12-year-old boy was abducted, sexually assaulted, and shot, the suspected attacker is now behind bars. Good afternoon, I'm Francis Wang.
And I'm Keith Jones. Police are calling the Good Samaritan who helped that little boy a hero.
As for the suspect, police say DNA helped them catch him and get him off the streets. CBS 4's Brooke Schaefer is live outside the Miami-Dade Police Department in Doral with the latest. Brooke.
Hey, Francis, Keith, good afternoon. An incredibly disturbing crime. Even the police director here in Miami-Dade County said, he's a dad of a 12-year-old, and this crime has affected him. He thinks it's disturbing as well. Investigators told us this afternoon that 43-year-old they have arrested has denied those allegations, but this afternoon he is in jail facing some serious charges, including kidnapping, sexual assault, and felony attempted murder.
And that's the face of evil right there, ladies and gentlemen.
The Miami-Dade Police Director not mincing words about the 43-year-old man arrested and charged with the kidnapping and rape of a 12-year-old boy. Police booked Alex Santiesteban around 3 a.m. Tuesday. Here he is in a gray shirt and handcuffs walking into the county jail.
The DNA evidence, we were able to put the subject with the victim. So we definitely have DNA evidence that is compelling, as well as other physical evidence that we know the subject was in the area.
It happened on Saturday in Northwest Miami-Dade around 3 a.m. The 12-year-old told detectives he'd snuck out of the house to hang out with friends when a man kidnapped him. Santiesteban's arrest report says he forced the child into the back seat of a car, sexually assaulted him, and then shot him in the face. This graphic surveillance video shows the boy moments after the attack, covered in blood as he ran for help.
As a father of a 12-year-old myself, this is extremely disturbing.
Investigators said they found the car involved with a gun inside it. As for the boy, investigators said he's still in the hospital.
Hoping for a swift recovery, but he definitely has a difficult road ahead of him.
And we're told the 43-year-old man they arrested does have a criminal history. Investigators said it's possible he has other victims. If you have any information to help detectives here, you can call 911 or Crime Stoppers at number 305-471-TIPS.